This is the walkthrough text effect, and today I'll be showing you exactly how to do it. Make sure to watch to the end of the video. I'm going to provide a lot of extra tips and tricks throughout the entire video. I don't want you to miss a thing. Let's get right into it. All right, and as you guys can see, we're in Premiere Pro. I have my clip in. I just cut this out of a SD Kid music video. I thought it was kind of a cool vibe to do this effect on. And this text animation is perfect for music videos like this to have a cool text reveal, but also it's super cool for social media as well and really attention grabbing, especially if you want to use it for a hook. So let's get right into the effect itself and how to do it. And if I play this, you can see the idea is that I'm going to have the artist, in this case, SD Kid. I'm going to key him out. So basically we can achieve that effect to where it looks like his body is affecting text when that other text is yellow around him. So the first step to take is we're going to duplicate this layer. To duplicate this layer, if you're on Mac, you're going to hold Option, make sure the clip is selected and drag it up. We're going to drag it up to layer 3 because we need to add our text layer in between V3 and V1, as well as another text layer above this, but we will get into that in a moment here. Now what you need to do is disable this clip so you can't see it. So you can press Shift E to disable the clip, or if you right click on it, scroll down to enable, it unchecks it and hides this layer. Pretty simple, no problems yet. Now we're going to hit Command T on our keyboard to bring up a new text layer, and I'm going to drag this in between both of the layers and trim it down to match the length of both the clips. Now make sure the text layer is selected. We are going to center it by using this button, and we are going to scale it down. I want the text to pretty much take up the entire frame, but not so much that it's off the screen right about here. And you can change that through font size or scale. But the good thing about using font size compared to using scale is that the text doesn't lose any quality. If you use scale and scale it up too much, you might start to see the pixels of the text. So I highly recommend doing it by font size. Now I'm using owner's font. The best fonts in this case to use are anything with like big bold letters. So you can see here I have owners, and you can do bold, but look how much of a difference that makes doing X black, which is basically just the most bold text of this font family. So now what you want to do is select the fill layer, also known as your text color. This is what the color will fill up. Get it? So I do like this red. So you can see we changed the color here, but actually we're going to put it back to yellow. And if your text isn't changing, it's probably because it's not selected. So double click to highlight everything, go back to fill, and we're going to change it to a yellowish color, like a bright yellow like that. Now what you want to do is duplicate your text layer and bring it on top of all of your clips. So again, hold Option, select your layer and drag up, and it will be Alt if you're on PC. So now we have our two layers. We have our main background layer right here, our main text layer, what will be our mask layer of our character, and then our text that will be affected by the mask layer. So now we need to work on this top text layer. Select it. We're going to go to Properties. We're going to highlight the layer, double click on it so everything is selected. We're going to add stroke. Key part here, you want the stroke to be the exact same color as the fill color. So we can hit this and just hover our mouse over the fill color to make sure it's the exact same, and that should do the trick. Again, it was already preset to yellow, but you probably will have to manually adjust the stroke color just by hitting this dropper and hovering over your fill color, and it will change. With your text layer still selected and highlighted, and by default, your stroke setting over here will say outer. We're going to change this to inner. What that means is now the things affected by the text will be inside the text, not outside the text. So make sure that is on inner. Final step here for this top layer is to deselect fill. So just deselect fill. Now you will select the layer in V3, the one that we disabled, and we're going to enable it again. So you can right click, scroll down, and check enable. Now you'll see the text is hollow, and to fix this, to get that effect, we're going to mask out this layer. So again, make sure that your layer on V3 is selected. You're going to go to Object Mask Tool and just trace around your subject. And you'll see it looks pretty good. You might want to clean up the edges a bit more. Zoom in to make sure we have a perfect edge down here. And that's looking pretty good. And because this is a video, we're going to want to track this mask just by pressing the play button. If you have your playhead a bit before the very start of the clip, you're going to want to press this button with the two arrows back to back with each other, and that tracks the mask forward and backward. So we'll do that now. And one note I want to make is if you don't have this object mask tool, it's probably because you're on a later version of Premiere Pro. Make sure to update it. This object mask tool is a complete game changer for masking. Makes life so much easier compared to what we had to do in the past, going into After Effects, rotoscoping there, bringing it back into Premiere Pro. So that eliminates that process here. Definitely make sure you're up to date with the latest version of Premiere. Once your mask is tracked, to key out anything with opacity, you're going to take the mask, select it, and drag it down to opacity. And now we have this effect. Pretty cool, right? All right, and obviously we're not going to have this text as the main text because it says new text layer. So if you wanted to change the text or alter the text after, here are the steps to take. You're going to want to erase this top text layer right here. Select your V2 text layer, your first one. Select all, SD Kid, scale it up just like how we did earlier, like this. Duplicate this layer again. Do the same settings we had before. Select stroke. Make sure these colors are the same. Change this to inner. Make sure this is inner, not outer. And deselect fill. And now we have this effect with our actual text. Just in case you wanted to adjust the text, that is the process to take. But once everything is tracked, the master tracked, you can just replace or change the text by deleting the top graphic or the top text layer and then changing the text in the bottom, duplicating again and following those steps. So that is how you pull off this awesome music video effect. If you guys made it this far, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to check out Miracamp and join our online school for more.